to the ITL. As you can see, we are in the large garage, as Suburban Rider mentioned last time. Well, we're not in it because of bad weather. I decided to go ahead and use the ITL to basically introduce this. I've talked about this a few times. You probably just can't see at the bottom of the screen what this is, so don't worry about it. I will get the strapping off of it. I just picked this up yesterday, and also two other items. That one I talked about before, the other one I want to hold as a surprise. But we are just going to introduce this, unpack it. Remember, be careful with the knives. Do what I say, don't do what I do, and we'll all be okay. This is just a quick unpacking for this, and I figured I'll show you the picture. Hopefully, we won't get too much glare. Yeah, this is the ATV motorcycle lift. This happens to be the Harbor Freight, Pittsburgh actually, automotive, which is sold at Harbor Freight. It's item number 61632, and there's like three other different numbers that they actually go under at Harbor Freight, but that's the one I happen to get. This one here has a 1,500 pound capacity. Some people like them. Read reviews. Some people like them. Some people don't. It's like a love-hate relation thing on as far as reviews go with it. I think a lot of the times it's the quality. I mean, whenever you buy from Harbor Freight, you're not looking for superb quality. You're looking for something that works. Sometimes you don't get that. I understand that. I really do. But by saying that, most of the equipment I've gotten from Harbor Freight, were they the most prettiest? No. But they did the job. They really did the job. They always held up for me. So I have no fears. This lift, actually, they opt for a 2-year replacement warranty service to buy on the side, and I grabbed it. I mean, a lot of the smaller stuff has a year, has a lifetime that I got from them. This one here had the option for a 2-year. I grabbed it that way if anything would start to fail. Due to the product, not me abusing it, I can take it in and get it replaced. Now, my closest Harbor Freight is about 45 minutes, a half hour, 45 minutes away. Yeah, it makes a little bit of a nuisance getting it in there, but at least it's no question asked replacement, and I made sure that was in writing. Now, I'm going to go ahead and flip over to number 2 item. Sorry about that, everybody. I didn't have number 2 item handy here. I had to get up and go get it. It's actually this piece. You really can't see it too much because I'm so far away. I understand that. No problem. I'll get up and do this. Ta-da! Yeah, this is the pneumatic spark plug cleaner. Some people like them, some people don't. Some people have bad things to say about the spark plug cleaners. I have used them in the past. I've never owned one, but I've used one in the past. Not in any garage that I've worked at, but I have used one in the past. Actually, I had a friend years ago that had his own little garage, similar to what I had. He's had one set up, and I'm notorious of saving money, as if you follow my channel, you know. And I don't throw away a spark plug, even if back whenever they were only like under $1. I didn't throw away a spark plug if they were still good. So what I would do, I'd take the spark plug out if it fouled, take it out of the motor, like a lawnmower or whatever I was working on, take it over to my friend's house, used his pneumatic spark plug cleaner, cleaned it up, blew it out, because you got to blow, make sure the media is blown out of it, or that can really mess up your inside of your engine. Then I would go ahead and just whoosh it up real quick and put it back in the engine, and that would run me for a very, very long time. I mean, most spark plugs, whenever they start acting up on you, it's not because they are wore out or they're cracked. It's because it just needs a simple cleaning and regapping and you're back on the road. And a lot of plugs don't even need regapped. But a simple cleaning and they're back in service. And now since spark plugs have gone up in price, you can check them in the store. I mean, I tried a 3 horsepower Briggs & Stratton spark plug back in the 70s. It used to cost me like 79 cents to $1 back in the day. Nowadays, I just priced it. It was almost $4 a piece. Yeah, it's only $4, but you add that up in the life of that motor. Because I mean, I change them out about once a year, maybe every 2 years. I'll change them out, take them out, pull them out, change them out. I always have back spark plugs put back. That way, I'm not buying plugs. So I gotta just take the one I just took out of the engine, put it aside, slap another one in, then I'll go back and clean and recap the one I just took out. And this would actually save me a little bit of money from having to go out and purchasing a new spark plug unless it's burned out or cracked. Now I keep on saying that. This will save me time and money because it only takes me like a minute maybe, and a little bit of air. And I have a air compressor set up in my garage, and that's another thing. If you're going to use one of these, have yourself a filter. Some people call them dryers. I have a filter dryer set up, and if you have inline oiler, automatic oiler, don't use them with these. It'll mess up your media. I don't have the automatic oiler in my system yet. That'll be in a future thing, but this will be installed before the oiler to run. That way I can bypass, the oil will be bypassed. But yes, I will be showing how well this works in a future video, and we will be showing how to put this together in a future video. But I figured I'd go ahead and introduce these two. I do got it. I got a third toy, but it's not. That's gonna be a future video. Some of you know about it, most of you don't. But yeah, Polar Bear Challenge is coming up. It's right around the corner in a few months. I've seen that David Thomas 8's got the kickoff on it. He's running the ball game, from what I understand. He's got the judges all but one lined up. I'm going to leave you a link to his video down in the description, and we'll see how it goes this year. I mean, I hope everybody has fun with it and rides safe. I mean, that's the main thing. I noticed that he mentioned in his video that there is no spring thermometers, and that's been a problem in the past. I mean, not just last year. It's been through the years. Every year since I've joined, that's been in discussion, and they are not accurate as say an alcohol mercury thermometer or a digital thermometer. They're not as accurate. They can be way off. In fact, I had one in here, and I actually adjusted it so that it was actually 40 degrees off. Yeah, that sounds ridiculous. The thing went up to 120 degrees. I adjusted it so it was 40 degrees off. I was sitting here in 70 degree darn, 70 degree weather, and was reading 30 degrees. And I mean, it doesn't take much to throw them that far off either. So yes, I do understand that. Keith, John from the Buckeyes, going over and please take a look at his video if you don't follow him. So I'm going to say about that. But yeah, I hope we all we ride safe and we have a good season this year. I'm going to wrap this one up for the ITL, and I hope you look forward to seeing this puppy put together. I've actually seen these in videos on YouTube, but they have always shown, well, this is what it looks like in a box, then this is what it is to get together. And also, a little side note, the very first two guys that actually introduced me to one of these, not this one, it was a Craftsman one actually, was actually Davy Thomas 8 and Suburban Rider. Whenever I first got the goat, we stopped, Davy Thomas 8 and I rode over to Suburban Riders. And, I mean, we weren't there for, what, a couple hours. And we knew we were going to have to do a little bit of work on the goat. So, Suburban Rider rolled out his lift. Actually, I think Davy Thomas 8 did. We put it up on the goat. And whenever I see this, because I was new to motorcycles. And I always work with center stands. Goat don't have a center stand. You can buy one after market, but, I mean, the price differences and everything, this is better in my eyes for the garage. And, but yeah, he rolled it out like, wow, I like this. I gotta get myself one. And this has been, what, 3-4 years ago. And like, well, I gotta get myself one. And I was able to go ahead and pull the trigger and get this one. Just basically the stars lined up just perfect, and MuzzleMike got one. But this is MuzzleMike. Hoping to see you guys next week on the ITL. This is MuzzleMike signing out.